Switching gears now to the team as a whole and really just the Metro division as a whole, probably arguably the best division in the NHL. You got 4 or 5 teams that are really gunning for playoff spots. Where do you see the Rangers finishing in that division? Right now, they sit tied for second with the Devils.
So, I mean, coming into the year, there's been a lot of unpredictable things that have happened, but there's been some that have been fairly predictable, in my opinion. And for me, the Metro, I had Carolina finishing number one, and I still feel like that they probably will in the standings. But 2 and 3 are going to be, for me, the Rangers and Penguins, and I don't really know which order that will fall in. If it's, I mean, that's basically that's for home ice in the first round. I believe that that's going to be a matchup again in the first round. And so, yeah, the Rangers are going to finish top 3. I mean, hey, maybe they go to that, they grab that top spot, which would be fantastic because I don't love the matchup. It's just, you never know what you're going to get when you're talking about superstars like, Sidney Crosby, of how that series is going to go. But I like the Rangers' chances against anybody. And if they could win that division, it'd be a good spot. But they're certainly going to finish top 3 in that division.
And speaking of the division as a whole, who do you see as the odd man out, the team that doesn't make the playoffs? Right now, the Islanders sitting out of that spot.
Yeah, it's tough for a little bit there. So it's tough. I obviously played for the Devils as well, and was part of a cup team there. On this side of doing what I do, I just try to say what I think. It doesn't mean I'm right. Doesn't mean I'm wrong. It doesn't mean I'm not going to play favorites, or I'm going to try not to play favorites and come across that way. When the Devils were winning 13 in a row, I was saying, I don't know if this team's going to make the playoffs. I just don't know if this game that they're playing is going to translate as the season goes on. And we saw them kind of go through a little bit of a rut, come down to earth a little bit more. I thought the Islanders were going to be a team that was going to be on the inside of the playoffs, and the Devils were going to find their way as being a bubble team, maybe just squeak in, but maybe miss the playoffs. Um, I'm changing a little bit on that now. I think the Devils have pushed back a little bit now. They've shown that now when the game is going to be played a little bit differently, that they can adjust, and they're getting some points as of late that I didn't realize that they'd be able to kind of up the ante, I guess, if you will. The team that throws a wrinkle in all of this is the Washington Capitals. I mean, that team's been on an absolute bender for a while now. They obviously lost one. They lost one yesterday, which in the grand scheme of things, they're still winning a lot of hockey games. I don't know how they come into the equation. It's if I had to sit here and make I would still, Devils may miss, just slightly miss getting in. So I think you're gonna have 5 teams from the Metro. It's gonna go Carolina, New York, Pittsburgh, probably Islanders, Caps. Am I missing anyone there? No, I think that's it. Islanders, Caps will probably be the 2 wild cards, I think.